Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have quite a bit of brand new news to go and cover up here all throughout today, where we actually have some pretty big brand new games coming out over here being announced. We have some really big and somewhat sad retirements coming out here too as well from one of the really big influential folks on the PS4 and PS5. We also have a really cool Sony interactive pledge to there's a lot of big amount of money thrown on in. And a few other things also timed on into as well going on. So we have a lot of stuff to go talk about throughout this video. So if you guys will stay tuned, relax, and enjoy, we'll probably go and cover up the brand new leaks coming out first and foremost, and the brand new announcement games, because those are kind of quick, and then other news right after. So be on the lookout for all of that. And as well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below. We have the Target links as well down below, and everything else too on top of that. And make sure you guys are on top of the videos, and I hope you guys all enjoy. So very first and foremost, we actually have some cool new things when it comes to Bioshock. So as you guys know, Bioshock is pretty high up there, at least for me, when it comes to series that I usually like. So right now they actually have an Oops Leaks over here talking about everything they know and have heard about the new Bioshock. And as well, a lot of the kind of stuff ties on in with this, where it does seem like it's actually pushing towards Antarctica, of all places over here, surprisingly enough. If you guys have seen and played other Bioshock games, typically we haven't seen like this type of environment. It's more of just a kind of an open sea / etc. So I think this is actually opening up to a massive cool idea. As you guys can also see Bioshock Isolation, which also you can probably imagine that there's probably not that many people who live in Antarctica in the first place. I don't know, to me. Sorry for the coughs. I don't know for me, but I just feel like this just seems like one of the craziest concepts. And I can see, imagine ice underwater, icebergs, and things that happen the actual city itself. There could be a lot of really good potential tied on in with this. So a lot of folks are saying about the new games and new questions of the Bioshock series. They got a lot of information from new folks. A lot of folks think it's kind of lame or kind of mediocre, but as they know for sure, they've seen a lot of stuff where the origin, the logo, and internal presentation slides posted come from the 22 Slack Messenger data breach. So as they know, this is the early concept of the game, so it does seem pretty likely. According to the information, the game should have been announced at the beginning of this year, and they also ruled out too, on top of this, from other prior games that would have maybe came out, so it kind of seems like they're in more motion too as well. They also go to make a notion too as well that had been concerning the very date of the presentation too, which was exactly 2 years after the development announcement came out too as well. So basically the game was maybe potentially postponed on top of that too. And as well, there's also some information on the Netflix adaptation coming out on top of this. Just a lot of things coming out information wise. So they're trying to work on it. They're making some good concepts. Everything seems like it's going pretty good. They still don't have the official announcement date for all this, but a lot of folks are confirming it is confirmed in Antarctica, with an open world, with a main story, with multiple endings, with a theme, and also just really cool things that water and cold water and all the lore will all be tied on into as well, with a lot new brand new features, and also brand new in-game graphics design being similar to Deathloop, 1960s British invasion and countercultural vibes, a lot of really cool stuff as well, basically built around refugees, where they've been kind of in a big haven from folks who left Rapture 2 as well, with multiculturalism sprouts. So a lot of different areas, a lot of different vibes, a lot of things going on too as well. Stating that there's apparently also going to even be 2 cities too on top of this, and so much other stuff tied on in. There's a lot of good information on this thread, although this is all just based on rumors and not fully confirmed leaks, but I love the idea of an Antarctic Bioshock. And as well, we also have been seeing stuff news for the brand new Cyberpunk 2077 expansion that does also believe to have Keanu Reeves still involved, with the Phantom Library is coming to next-gen consoles and PC in 2023, and this also, like I said, has been confirmed apparently coming out sooner rather than later, whenever all the brand new updates and changes are all coming out soon. So basically they said it's a brand new style of plot and that we're going to be having fun with, and 1.6 is the last major update for all the gen consoles, and going forth they want to more so keep on focusing on next upcoming gen. There's going to be still a lot of smaller updates too as well, but I'm very excited to go and see this. And on top of this too as well, we also have seen some other cool stuff with the PlayStation games coming out over here, where if you guys do want to go get your September monthly games, they are now officially out for September. They have some cool games like Grand Blue Fantasy, some other cool indie games, and also Need for Speed Heat. Now, one of the also bigger news as well is that one of the big lead engineers is finally leaving from Sony, which we have to give a nice little salute and respect to, because I do think both the PS4 and PS5 have mostly been doing pretty good on internal specs. Because I'm losing my voice. As you guys are seeing, I'm dying. One of these days, y'all want me to go take a day off. It's been rough. It's been rough. I feel like that was probably the world's worst gross sound you could ever make to in a video. But you want to know what? The show don't stop until maybe you guys tell me to take a weekend off or something. I probably should have that for Labor Day, but what can you do? What can you do? So basically, we have the good old Sony hardware architect, Masayasu Ito, who has actually did a lot of the engineering work on both the PS4 and PS5, is now sadly retiring at the end of September. The 60-year-old engineer is currently the vice president of Sony Interactive Entertainment, but according to Bloomberg, will be now stepping down from his position on October 1st. As well, if you've had a lifetime of working with a big company, I can respect it. Obviously, I feel like if you kind of get to that point of being a vice president and being kind of higher up anyway, I would probably keep going for a little while longer. But at 60, you're kind of well, maybe if I have enough money saved or a big enough retirement, maybe it's time for me to fully relax, vibe, and not have to worry or stress about things at all, which I could completely understand at the end of the day. So it does kind of seem like they will be stepping down from his position as of on October 1st. A big little, homage to him. He started Sony in 1986, transferred to its console division in 2000, and then during his time at the company, he led the engineering of the PS3, PS4, PS5, and as well the PS4 Pro. Although he's not sadly as famous as hardware designer Mark Cerny, Ito was nevertheless instrumental to the PlayStation success. And I've actually heard of him before as well, so it's not like he's some unknown figure. As a key engineer when it comes to hardware and system software at the PS3, PS4, and PSP. Now he is leaving Sony behind, exiting as a representative director, as well as Sony Interactive Entertainment vice president. He began engineering consoles around the early 2000s, largely working on PS1 and two peripherals, including LCD monitors for the PS1. He then led the development of Sony's popular handheld, the PSP. He was also heavily involved in the creation of Sony's first dabble in VR and the original PSVR, as well as the PS5. So he's just been doing, as you guys can tell, everything. There's everything. Ito exit marks the end of a 36-year-old long career where Sony, originally working on audio equipment. Current director and deputy president Lin Tao will replace Ito when he steps down on October 1st. Additionally, Kichiro Torata will take over as representative director in his absence. However, it's also assumed that Cerny will remain as lead designer for Sony's next generation, so the PlayStation 6 or PS5, etc., etc. So a little bit of a sad news over here to see some big major people stepping down and leaving, especially when they've left a really big mark on the company, but at the same time too, some big boys such as Mark Cerny, who has been kind of a technical whiz and making the PlayStation consoles and architects very well, is still there, so it's not all end all be all as of yet. Now as well, we also do have one last little bit of good Sony news, where Sony actually has now pledged a $3 million donation to the USC Games program. So Sony Interactive Entertainment becomes the latest supporter of the Draw Day Lawson Fund, furthering the USC Games effort for games, industry, diversity, equity, and inclusion, which is always nice to see. Mainly because I'm always in the mindset of anyone that could play games should go play games as long as they would like to. So seeing this one, it is the #1 North American games program by Princeton Review, 11 years running. And Sony Interactive Entertainment announced a multi-year partnership starting with a $3 million contribution to support the USC Games Gerald A. Lawson Fund with backing from PlayStation Career Pathways program. The partnership solidifies as well as for the Sony Interactive Entertainment as a major partner of their efforts to provide support for Black and Indigenous students studying game development and design. Now, as I always keep on mentioning for you guys, I think it's cool. I think guys, girls, and no matter what color you are, you should be able to go play some games. I got no issues with that at all. And I hope a lot of other folks out there as well in the same boat. So seeing some more support of folks of kind of somewhat underrepresented communities, in all honesty, I'm down with this. I think this is a very nice thing, a very good gesture for Sony to time on in. We are beyond excited to see one of Sony's Interactive Entertainment's partners become one of them and share their same vision to inspire and enable more diversity within the gaming industry, said Jim Huntley, the USC Games professor and program head of marketing. Representation in gaming matters. We hope that the USC Games Lawson Fund, supported by PlayStation Career Pathways program, inspires other corporations, publishers, and developers to reach out to us and invest in tackling a chronic problem that the industry has struggled with since its inception. So love seeing this. I love seeing growth. And also more of like the black community too as well in gaming. Awesome to see. So a little bit of a wide variety of random news, but a lot of stuff was going on all throughout today, so hope you guys all enjoy it. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Twitter and Twitch room down below. Target links and Amazon links as well. I appreciate y'all so much for watching in the first place.